Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the West Coast POPCast. I'm joined here by the man himself, the Infinity Champ, Eric. How you doing for episode 89? Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the West Coast POPCast. Because we got some awards. We got the Poppies today. We are handing out awards. I'm very excited. Man, what else we're gonna do? We're gonna do a quiz on 1989 wrestling. So I'll see if you in the chats can beat Eric at this quiz of 89 wrestling. And of course, we got news, rumors, run down some shows, and have some fun with you. So hit us up in the chats. Because of the awards, I wore my finest gray shirt and a tie, Eric. This is a special event. Awesome. All right. So I guess we'll do some reviews here of the week. We'll start it off with Monday night. You know how Monday night was, Eric? No, Eric, this was the best Monday night ever. I just want to say. Yes, because I skipped Raw and I watched Peter Parker go to Doctor Strange to try to fix things in his world, and I had a magical evening at the movie theater instead of watching Monday Night Raw. No, thank you, Eric. I chose a better 3 hours this Monday. All right, NXT. If you watch NXT, it is what it is. I'm really not liking the show at all. I don't like the new cast or the direction it's going. Even now, they gave EO a win over Lopez, but I mean, writing's on the wall for these old timers here. Awesome street fight versus Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. That's cool if you want to check that out. But they are going to unify some belts, Eric. They are going to unify the cruiserweight belt and the North American title at New Year's Evil.
I heard about that. That is I, Vince McMahon is out to kill this cruiserweight championship. He ruins 205 live. This is just something.
I don't get the point of this. And they announced that there is no timetable for LA Knight's return, which means he could be cut in 3 months after the first quarter is up with a bunch of other people, or he could go to the main roster.
I don't think he's going main roster. He's a great fit for it, but I mean, it's Vince and things haven't been working out for NXT people.
No. That's it. That's the show. That's NXT. Yeah, I might only have a couple more weeks of watching that left in me. Dynamite. Eric, you catch some Dynamite?
I did. I skimmed through it. We differ on something. I know you didn't like Hangman's part of the promo. I thought it was okay. I didn't notice anything. Okay.
I just felt it was weird. I felt like he wrote it for something else and used it Wednesday, but not liked it too. I'm probably wrong then.
Who knows? Maybe we're wrong.
But Bryan Danielson, he's fucking good.
He is. Yeah, he's great. He's a damn good heel, damn good face. Do whatever he wants.
Yep. Zemo in the chat. Vince has killed the cruiserweight title before when he put it on his son. Yep.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, he just doesn't like small people, small guys.
I think that's because he's small himself, deep down inside. Ooh. Dynamite, I am blurred out, did a live stream, but if there's anything else you want to remind the people of and myself, let me know, Eric.
Let's see, what else do we have? MJF and CM Punk, the 6-man tag. I give them props because I think I hate when WWE has a pay-per-view match. It's a singles match, and I know you're not giving away the match technically, but I hate when the two people meet in a tag match. It's like, oh, it's not a one-on-one match, so it's different. No, they're still wrestling. They're still in the ring against. I just don't do it. But I think they did a nice job. Punk and MJF, I don't think they ever actually directly fought. Yeah.
Nope. MJF is a good coward.
He is. And you're right. Punk was blown up after that running away.
He's got to really step up his cardio or something, man. I'll give him a break for a little while, but I mean, like at some point, you're running with. They said the big dogs in WCW. You're running with some of the best in the world in AEW, so you got to step it up.
I feel like that gap is that break is already done. He's been there for long enough. I don't know what he's doing, but he should focus on that cardio.
Yeah, I agree. Um, what else happened? The women's match. There's a women's
Yeah,
match, right?
it was Layla Hirsch versus the alien, Chris Statlander.
Oh yes, that was last night on Rampage.
Oh, was it? Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
What happened on? Oh, that's right. I fast forward through Rampage and then down right after. So it was Nyla Rose versus Ruby Soho.
Yes, that's right.
Skim through it. Good match. Ruby going to the finals of the tournament. I like it. Whoever she fights, it's gonna be a big field fight, and whoever wins the tournament, they actually like they'll be a good champion, a good inaugural champion.
I think so too. So either Jade Cargill or Thunder Rosa will be facing Ruby Soho.
Yeah, I dig it. What did you feel about Wardlow squashing the captain, whatever his name is?
Um, I don't know how long they're going to do this for, but it seems like it's going to be for a while. And I'm on the opposite end with Hooks matches because they're not technically squashes, but um, there are AEW people who are going to be there for that. So um, I'm I'm okay, I guess, with it.
Okay, I get that. And then what else happened? Of course, we have to talk about Kyle O'Reilly joining Adam Cole and Bobby Fish. You can almost see it in their body language that they want to throw up the Undisputed Era sign, but they can't.
Yeah, that was cool. Do you think Roderick Strong's coming? Do you think he even needs to be there?
I do believe he's gonna come, but it's not gonna be for a long time because he resigned before NXT 2.0 happened, so
Mhm.
he's stuck there for a little while.
Yeah, he should just try to get fired. That's the best decision for him.
Yeah, maybe he will. Maybe once he drops the title, we'll see.
True. I just fear that if we do get UE versus the Super Click, Jericho is going to insert himself in it and the Inner Circle
Oh, you know
because
he
he
is,
believes that his faction is the greatest of all time.
which is ridiculous. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm really not. And you're right. He is gonna feud Adam Cole at some point, and he's gonna act like it's the biggest feud in the world. He's gonna go on social media and act like it's the biggest feud in the world when it's not. He doesn't add anything to that feud. He's not gonna match up with him in the ring.
Nope.
Maybe I don't think he's gonna match up him on the mic. So it's for his ego.
Yeah, definitely. Zemo in the chat there. Vince has always been a petty bully. Yes, he has. And Strong doesn't need to go to AEW. There are other options. Strong would be great in MLW, but I mean, if the storylines are there, maybe get that AEW time in now.
I think they'll get him because Strong has been he was the workhorse of the Indies before NXT.
Yep.
I think a lot of people in AEW are gonna push for him to get a big contract.
Yep. I agree. One thing I want to point out about Rampage with Chris Statlander and Layla Hirsch, neither got an entrance. So they usually do one person gets an entrance on Rampage because of time constraints, but they're dragging other things out. So one of them could have gotten entrance. So again, they look at their men one way and then their women another way, but they still talk about how they are doing with the women's division, how they think they're doing well.
Right. Yeah, there's definitely I don't know why someone hasn't told them like, hey, you guys can do a lot better. And actually, the one time someone did, not Layla, sorry, our great friend Ella J,
Yep,
we saw what happened. So I don't know.
that is true. Last show of the week, there was no MLW, so take a week off, try to find some old stuff. But SmackDown, good set. They put up Christmas trees and presents. You don't have to do much to make something look different. So that'll probably be the last time we see some kind of a new set on SmackDown until next holiday. But Tony Storm took the L against Charlotte, so I don't know if that feud's done with her or not. Xia Li was on, and they gave her logo some colors. So this superhero gimmick has colors that match up to the exact same colors as another superhero gimmick on their other show.
That's just them being lazy. That is just them literally be like, hey, we've got this look from Raw. You want to just use that?
Yep.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, Zai Ash, I guess.
I think there's definitely a conversation about the fact that the one Asian female I think they have on the main roster has to have some kind of stupid gimmick.
Yep.
But hey, whatever. WWE.
Uh, yep. 12 Days of Christmas Gauntlet. Sami Zayn won. He is now the number one contender for the IC championship. And yeah, just a big old match with New Day and Drew winning against Riddick Moss and the Usos at the end, just to send the crowd home happy. So, well, SmackDown.
Okay. Um, let's see. What else do we have? Did you? Well, you did watch. What you think about Rampage? I skimmed through it, but I'd love to hear your thoughts besides the women's thing.
It was fine. It was a fun show. They utilized the popularity of Hook well, Jungle Boy, obviously doing some good stuff. They're promoting them to be next in line for the tag titles. But you know, in 7 days, all the rankings go away, or in 6, 5, 4, however long.
Oh, yeah,
This
right.
week, all the rankings start back at 0. But Cody Rhodes is now the TNT champion for a third time.
Going into the new year. He posted about this on social media, and someone in the comments. So, my joining Rampage stream, I said that he's becoming John Cena more and more every day. Which I mean, I do like John Cena more than you, but I don't think there should be another John Cena. But someone in the comments of his post, he captioned it, "Don't be a face, don't be a heel, just be you." And someone in the comments said, "That sounds eerily similar to I'm not a good guy, I'm not a bad guy, I'm just the guy." And that did not work for Roman Reigns. It's not going to work for AEW.
No, it's not. That is exactly what it is. Um, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they screwed Sammy out of this one. He could have done a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't know where he really goes now. So
Back to carrying Jericho's bags.
Zemo Cody definitely has to go away. He right now, no one wants to see him. He should just go away.
He should.
Well, you got him for a while.
You do, yeah. Also, so this was my first week actually getting to watch Hook do his thing. Oh boy, that kid, he's going places.
Send Hook, man. Yeah, he's got the whole crowd behind him. Everyone's loving Hook. Again, Jericho will attach himself to Hook as well when he comes back. So get ready for more Jericho trying to squeeze some fame out of some new young blood.
You know he's gonna beat him, and then he's gonna say that Hook got to fight the world champion Chris Jericho and lose. It's an honor. We put him over.
Right.
Fucking tired of it.
He got the rub. You don't understand the business.
I can't stand when wrestlers say that. Like, I know fans have way too much information in the wrestling world nowadays. It's not as fun anymore. But
right.
I think we all kind of understand the business now. I mean, not as much as them, but we get the theory.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
All right. You watch anything else this week, or is that about it for this holiday week?
A couple more things. I decided while I was skimming through AEW, I said, let's check out what else was on tap. Where's my graphic? I saw NXT UK. For anyone who, like me, has kind of slept on NXT UK, this was their holiday special, which basically meant it was a recap of 2 of their best matches, I guess, which didn't include Ilya Dragunov and Volter for some reason, but whatever. So if you go back and watch this holiday special, you can see the Iron Man match between Devlin and A-Kid.
Oh, nice.
And the second match they put on was Mako versus Kaylee Ray for the women's championship.
Okay. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. And then I skimmed New Japan. I'm not gonna lie, I skimmed like the first 15 minutes because they still do an empty crowd arena, and I applaud them for safety, but it doesn't draw me in. Not like NXT UK has already won me over, so I don't care that they do it.
Right.
But if you want to watch Tom Lawler do an opening promo and I think wrestle a match, go for it. I I want to like Tom Lawler. I need to see him somewhere else than New Japan Strong. I don't follow him as much anywhere else.
Okay. Yeah, I'm very unfamiliar with Tom Lawler.
Yeah. Every time I see him, have you seen his wrestling attire? Like what he wears when he wrestles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I every time I'm thinking like, so you're not wrestling tonight? But he wrestles and then I'm like, oh, that's just what you wear.
It's like Knock just getting pulled into more work tonight, so we can't have him.
That's right. And I realize every single time Knock doesn't show up. Maybe it's because I have to change the format of how the show looks. There's always tech issues. So, like the first 5 minutes of the show, I forgot to have my mic on, and now we're actually going to go to a quick intermission. 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, 1 minute. I'm going up the be right back screen, and we will be right back. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And that's how I fell in love with pro wrestling. Glad you guys could hear that story. All right, we're back right now. Thank you for sticking with us. We just broke down the news and stuff like that. Zemo in the chat says 2021 was not a good year for New Japan for the most part. Tom is doing good work on Strong. Good to hear.
Yes.
All right, Eric is up and running now. We are back. Let's get into some news and rumors. Eric, you got anything?
Do you want to go first? Actually, I just realized I have to pull mine up after that break.
Yeah. No problem. Some things are covered on the streams, but if you want, on January 4th, DDP Snake Pit featuring Jake the Snake Roberts and DDP is now a podcast on Podcast Heat Network. Terminus is adding Baron Black versus Bandito for the ROH World Championship on January 16th. So you got to keep up with that. Bret Hart went to Canada for the Walk of Fame induction last Friday, so good on him. Love Bret Hart. And also, what was the other one thing here? I don't know. There's some GCW stuff somewhere. But I just want to note Raw went down to 1.553. They had their lowest demo rating ever, I do believe, as well on Monday. Keep up the good work. Spider-Man, that hit the fucking demo. I'll tell you that. Crossed a billion. And then also, too, keeping up with them, the median range for NXT's viewership increased to 64 years old. 2.0.
Interesting. Well, first of all, I feel like every news outlet needs to stop reporting on Raw's low ratings. Not because like I care about Raw, but because it's not news anymore. Every fucking 3 weeks, they've hit a new record low.
Right.
At this point, let's just start saying, hey, guys, they're doing a good job. That's news. Let's wait to see if that happens. Second, about the podcast, I'm wrong for saying this on a wrestling podcast, but damn, there are a lot of wrestling podcasts out there. And it's also weird how our I don't want to say competition, but I guess so. Other podcasts that we compete against are pretty much about the people that we report on. So that's always cool.
Right.
Yeah, let's see. I think I've got a couple news stories here. So first off, Alberto Del Rio, Alberto El Patron, whatever he calls himself. News has it that first off, no big company is interested in signing him, which I think is great. I think personally, I think the problem is that a lot of Lucha wrestlers still like him, so they work with him a lot. So maybe he'll get a spot somewhere. But WWE, AEW, maybe that includes New Japan. I don't know about MLW, but it looks like the big companies, they're not interested in him, so we won't be seeing him on TV soon. But I do have an article here, published Christmas Eve. Terrible timing for this article, because it says Alberto Del Rio issues a threat to Paige if she says anything negative about him. So it looks like he is trying to do damage control. It looks like he is trying his hardest to get back into people's good sides, but I mean, threatening someone ain't gonna do it.
No,
I don't think he's ever going to be looked at favorably. I think he's dangerously close to being in the I don't know, just the villains of pro wrestling category, if he's not already there. What else have we got here? We've got Charlotte Flair confirming that she is still with Andrade El Idolo. We thought that they'd broken up because Andrade stopped following her and something else happened, but she says they're still together. So Charlotte Flair, the AEW rumors can continue. And apparently, I didn't know this was a thing, there are betting odds for WWE Day 1 matches. I don't know why anyone cares as much about Day 1. But
so some family's going to get ruined because some jackasses are going to Vegas and putting the kids' college fund on Day 1 matches. Oh, great.
Right. So if you're going to Vegas, the odds are for the Universal Championship match, Brock Lesnar's up 170, while Roman is down 250. Wait, sorry. Roman is favored to beat Brock. I don't know how to read odds, so I guess Roman is a favorite. If he's negative 250, Brock is 170. Big E is minus 200, Seth is plus 190, Kevin Owens plus 600, and Bobby plus 350. So even Vegas thinks Kevin Owens is going to take the pin. Edge is favored at 700, Miz at 400 plus, Usos favored to beat the New Day, and Becky Lynch favored to beat Liv Morgan.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I think it's a stupid pay-per-view.
It is. It's 1,000,000% a stupid pay-per-view.
You know, let's have a pay-per-view the day after one of the biggest nights our employees will have for going out and celebrating. Let's really fuck another one of their holidays over.
Exactly. And then the dumbest, well, I guess the second dumbest part, because that sucks probably the most, is Nick Khan had such a great idea. He's like, hey guys, December does not work. Let's stop wasting money on that. And then he just said, fuck it. Fuck good ideas. Let's just do it January 1st.
So stupid. God, that company, man. Jesus Christ.
I just don't get it.
No. Let us know in the chats if you're going to watch Day 1. I will not watch that.
No. I'm telling you right now, go find our YouTube channel to stream it or review it. We're not gonna touch that.
Mm-mm. Blasphemous ass pay-per-view. Anything else?
I don't think so. We talked about is AEW doing anything for New Year? Or they have a New Year special?
It's themed, so I know the lettering and the stuff for the matches and for the show are themed. So they're just obviously they're gonna do Rampage right after Dynamite, but I mean it is like New Year's Bash.
Okay. Maybe Sammy beats Cody back in a rematch. We'll see.
All right. Well, that's news and rumors. This is episode 89. So Eric, and jump in the chats here and we'll read off some answers for you. But I got 10 questions about wrestling in 1989. How well you think you'll do? What are your Vegas odds on yourself?
Oh, very low. I've not been doing my wrestling history, watch my videos, so my history is all jumbled up in my mind.
Okay, perfect. Question number 1. So Halloween Havoc of 1989 features 5 wrestlers who have kids in today's wrestling in either AEW or WWE. Can you give me 2 of the 5 that would have been in Halloween Havoc 1989?
See, I feel like I know the obvious too, but I feel like this is a trick question.
It's not a trick question.
Okay, so then I guess Rey Mysterio. Really? Okay, I was gonna say Rey and A. Okay.
So Ray was later.
Oh. Was Eddie at some? Does Shaw Guerrero count as being in wrestling?
No, but he was later too.
Oh, okay.
In WCW.
Alrighty. Well then, damn, I'm not gonna get anyone because my next guess was Taz. But I don't even think
No, that's way later too.
Yeah.
One of them is very obvious. You said his name, or you said his kid's name in your news.
I talked about Alberto. I talked about Paige. I talked about fudge me, man. Zima, where you at, man? I'm sorry.
Ric Flair.
Wait, who's he? Oh, right, Charlotte. Oh yeah. Okay, then in that case, if Rick was there, I'm gonna say Sting, but I'm gonna say this because I think Darby Allin is his illegitimate son. And I'm gonna hope that he was there.
Sting was there, but we don't have the DNA test back from Maury, so we don't know yet. I'll give you another one. Fatu.
Okay.
Mike Rotunda. Rick Steiner, son of
Braun Steiner.
Rex Steiner. Yeah, Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
And Brian Pillman.
Oh my god. When this fucking show started, I used to do trivia. I used to know shit. Now I'm forgetting everything.
Anything soft? You lack discipline. All right, 1989. Question 2. King of the Ring. Who beat Rick Martel in the final match?
Macho Man?
Nope. It was Tito Santana.
89. Okay.
Question 3. This WWF pay-per-view had its second one in 1989.
I feel like I should know this. Its second one. Okay, it's not Survivor Series. It's not. I'm gonna say it was SummerSlam.
That it is. Feel the heat. All right. Question number 4. February 20th, WCW Chi-Town Rumble. Who beat Ric Flair to take the title? He talks about him all the time. It's not Sting.
Thank you. I was about to say that. He talks about him all the time. I thought Rick was too busy wilding out to talk at all, but not. Dusty? I know it's not Dusty, but I can't let you think of anyone else he talks about. Ricky
Steamboat.
Does he? Oh, okay, I didn't know he talks about him.
He says it's like his favorite opponent.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Question 5. AWA and CWA alliance ended because Vern Gagne refused to pay who for AWA Super Clash 3. So AWA folded because the owner did not want to pay one person for Super Chat for taking part in their Super Clash 3. This person was in WWF for a while, a good long time actually. So, and this person feuded with a celebrity.
Okay. So I can rule Kane out because I was thinking him and Drew Carey, but no, not Drew Carey, whoever the guy's name is.
You're close with Jim Carrey.
Jerry the King Lawler?
Yes, it is. Nice job.
Thank you. I forgot he feuded with him.
All right. At WrestleMania 5, who beat the Blue Blazer Owen Hart?
Fudge me.
Bobby Heenan managed him.
I don't know.
Mr. Perfect.
Oh,
all right.
right.
Question 7. WWF held their first live event where?
I'm gonna.
It's a big deal for them.
It's either New York. Is it Madison Square Gardens?
No, it wasn't in the U.S.
Oh, okay. That would be sick if they did live event just there. Is this the one where I might be thinking of a pay-per-view? This one where Brett and what's his name, the British Bulldog wrestled, and British Bulldog was just...
that was later, but that's in the UK.
Okay.
Yeah, this was the first time in 1989. All right, question 8. It's got a few more. PWI Wrestler of the Year in 1989. Who do you think it was?
We did a fucking tier list about this. 1989. That sounds like a Ric Flair year.
That it is. PWI's Most Improved Wrestler. Any thoughts?
Most Improved. Man, 89. 89. 89. I'm just gonna say
part of a tag team.
Was Sean just a young buck at this point? I know he's improved, but
his math skills haven't.
Oh. My first thought was Scott Steiner, but in my head I was like, but people liked him before this point. So okay, Scott Steiner.
Yeah, his brother was such a great wrestler that it was just like, you watch the two together and you know which one's the good one. But last one. What fucking movie came out June 2nd, 1989?
Is this shit, I know it. I fucking know it. I need a hint though.
Motel Room.
I know that's what it is, but I can't remember the name of it.
No Holds Barred. Dookie movie.
I kept thinking Motel Room, but I'm like, what the name of the fucking movie?
That was the movie that's on a snuff film in Vince McMahon's closet, deep in the back behind all his shoes. All right, God. That is it. 1989, episode 89. Thank you all for subscribing and being a part of the channel. We really appreciate that. But it is time, Eric. It is time to hand out some awards. Take it away.
That it is. Favorite time of the year. I hate Christmas. I hate all the holidays. New Year's sucks. I want me to hand out some West Coast poppies. So, Zach, last time we did this, we did a vote. We decided who would win what award. This time we're going to do it differently.
Okay.
We're only going to give out 2 awards this episode, but they're going to be fast because the first award we're going to give out in the format of a tournament is going to be, the second I get pulled up, is going to be, what promotion do we need to keep an eye on? So I've got 4 promotions here. I do believe that out of these 4, you've watched MLW, and you are watching, so you might have to convince me to vote for MLW. But we have MLW, we have Stardom, we have GCW, and we have Terminus.
Ooh.
We're going to decide right now which promotion has the most buzz, which one we should look out for, highest anticipated promotion for 2022. And it starts off GCW versus Terminus. Which one are you most looking forward to?
Honestly, Terminus, Gresham is so passionate about this and putting this on. I don't want to say like GCW's played out because it isn't, but I mean, I'm excited for Terminus because I don't know what it is, and I think other wrestlers are very excited for it as well.
I dig it. Um, I will agree with you. I'm also gonna say Terminus. Nick Gage's relationship with Matt Cordona kind of turned me off GCW a little bit, and
Yeah.
I just for some reason I don't like hardcore wrestling anymore. So I think Terminus will be nice.
Yep. I agree with all that.
And then next up we've got MLW Fusion versus Stardom, which has been my most like I need to watch it for the last 3 years. So I'm already leaning towards Stardom, but if you can convince me to watch MLW for MLW to win, then go ahead.
In all honesty, I'm right there with you. So I'm kind of in the same boat to vote. I'm not going to make that into a t-shirt. Yeah, I don't know. My head's all jumbled for some reason. But yeah, I got to get into Stardom too. And honestly, that's going to be my resolution.
I dig it. All right. Stardom makes it. And then for the Poppy, Terminus versus Stardom, the promotion that's yet to have its first episode versus the promotion that is constantly having 5-star matches. Potential versus Proven Act. I'm trying to sell this as if they both have a selling point because potential is good, right. But so which one are you leaning towards?
I'm gonna lean towards Terminus just because I don't understand why people rave so much about Stardom. Why aren't they getting like a decent TV deal so it's easier to find? I don't want to judge it based on, you don't have to be Monday Night Raw, not at all. But I mean, I don't know. I just don't want small promotions to go away like ROH because of management.
That's a good point. I think one of the reasons that they haven't really gotten a big deal like that is just because I'm not too sure. Zemo can correct me on this, but I think they are a part of New Japan. I don't think they're like their own thing. So please correct me if I'm wrong, Zemo. But I do think that they have a disadvantage being in Japan, and male wrestling is like the number one thing there.
Right.
But like I said, I could be wrong about them being a part of New Japan, but I do think that they have a disadvantage being all women's promotion. But I think I'm going to say Terminus because it seems like Gresham is going to get a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people are going to go from AEW to WWE. I think people are going to go from AEW to Terminus.
Yeah.
If he does become like a brand type thing, if it's not just like PWG, then people might just go there every now and then. But if it's its own brand, if it becomes like MLW or something, then I think people will go there.
I think so too. He knows what needed to be done on ROH, so I think he knows enough about it that he could make it into something like Triple H did with NXT.
I dig that. All right, Terminus, promotion that has not come up yet, gets the Poppy, most anticipated promotion of 2022. And I purposely didn't put any big promotions there because I mean we're gonna watch them anyway, so screw it. And then this next one we've got, it is going to handle who in 2021 was champion of the year.
Ooh.
So there are some people who I think had some really great reigns.
Talking about Dana Brooke with that 24/7 title, aren't you?
Fucking Dana Brooke. I was looking up a list of champions and I was so surprised to see that she's 24/7 champion. It's ridiculous. So for example, Santos Escobar, he amazing cruiserweight championship reign, but I believe he lost in April. And in those in that short time, I'm pretty sure he only defended it like once or twice, and something else. But there's some people who, if we're just looking at the 2021 stretch, not the whole thing, they don't have a great reign in 2021. So keep that in mind. We're gonna start off. The bracket's already made. We've got Captain Charisma, who was Impact champion, versus Bobby Lashley, who was WWE champion. Who have you got?
I'd pick Bobby. I feel like Christian as the Impact champion was just done to please people, not fans.
Yeah, I I'm sure Knock appreciates him more, but I thought he was a transitional champion to get it back to Impact.
Yeah, yeah, he was. Hey, I left something at your house. Can you bring it to my house? Back to me, please.
Right. I mean, them giving like the match he had with Kenny was great. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't think it's a champion. He matches up to Bobby, so I'll give it to him. Next up, Charlotte Flair as both Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion. Because remember, they that stupid thing where they trade it. I flip and hate it. But I swear they better keep doing it every single year now. If you're gonna give bullshit, you better stand by it every year. So Charlotte versus Sheamus as U.S. champion.
uh,
I'm leaning towards Sheamus because I think this is the best run of his career as a singles wrestler.
I think so too. He's just a fighter. He had matches, not just at pay-per-views. So yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yeah, and I guess the Nikki Ash stuff was also this year, if I'm correct, but I don't count that as a win. I'll count that as a plus.
I don't think Vince did either. I don't know. I don't know.
Right. Next up, the first tag team I have on this list. So as a collective unit, I guess, RK Bro versus Damian Priest.
I'm gonna say RK Bro because that's something you'll remember 20 years from now if you talk about Randy Orton.
Agreed. Yeah, this
Randy.
see you later, Randy. This reign actually this cemented it for me for Randy Orton. I wasn't a huge fan, but I think this reign made it click for me. He is one of the greatest of all times. He's up there.
Yep.
So good on you, Randy. Good on you, Riddle. Next up, I actually did not want these two to go against each other in the first round, but this is the way the bracket goes. Britt Baker versus Deonna Purrazzo.
Deanna. Again, they're not giving the women's champion enough time or enough anything really, in my opinion. That's one of your biggest champions in the company. And I don't know. Deanna is a workhorse. She's going all over the globe doing stuff. I got to give it to her.
Agreed. One thing that flipping killed me was we spent all this time saying that what's her name, that Britt should be as big as Kenny Omega, and then literally the show after Kenny loses the title, they changed the intro, and it used to be Kenny would be the last thing you see, but then they changed it to Britt. It's like, so you're basically saying that Kenny was bigger than Britt the entire time, that there was no equality, that it took Kenny bowing out for her to get that, like, any recognition.
Right. And I said on the stream last night with the 4 pillars, it should not have taken an observation from CM Punk during a promo to make her be one of the pillars on the t-shirt. She was already one of the originals. She was a pillar, and I feel like she's probably the biggest pillar out of all 4 of them.
Yeah. It's
maybe MJF. Those two can go back and forth, but
yeah, we talk about AEW has failures, and Britt is definitely, I think she's tied for the biggest failure they have. You can talk about Luchasaurus. And when I say failure, I mean, like, they haven't done as much as they should. Like, she's not a failure, like, objectively, but they could. Right. She should be bigger. She should be a bigger name. The fact that people love for a dentist's office shows how big she is, but she should be bigger. So Deonna moves on to round 2.
Nice.
Next tag team we've got. Also, I apologize for shouting into my mic in your ear. For some reason, my mic is not being picked up very well on the stream. So
okay.
I'm losing my voice trying to get it into the yellow. Lucha Bros versus Sammy G. tag champs, and if you want, you can include the AAA tag champs in there for the Lucha Bros versus Sammy's TNT Championship reign.
I don't even need to add those belts. I think the Lucha Bros, even just them winning it, felt like almost like a mania moment. I popped, I loved it, and I will say Lucha Bros because you know they're going to defend it, and you know they're going to have a great match with it.
Agreed, completely agree. The match was great. The entrance was great. They have amazing pageantry. They're fun to watch. They're amazing to watch. And AEW could also do more with Sammy. They could have done more with Sammy.
Yep.
Next up, we've got. I almost didn't want to put Big E in this because he's only 3 months into his reign, but he was also Intercontinental Champion, so you could toss that in there too. Big E versus the belt collector Kenny Omega.
Love Big E, but it's got to be Kenny. We talked about it multiple times. That storyline could have been done better, but I mean, it was done. And even with injuries, he went and fought in Impact and AAA and all that good stuff.
Agreed. Love Big E. I wish he was against anyone else. I would love to have pushed him, but also I don't watch Raw, but from what I apparently can't go online without seeing some clip or recap of what happened. And from what I'm hearing, I don't like it that much. But I'm glad the fans still support him.
He gets a good pop, that's for sure. They he did have a really good match with KO though recently. So I mean, there you go.
True. Next up, real quick, actually, I want to go back to Big E. So you didn't watch Raw this week, right?
No.
Okay. I'm very confused as to why Bobby Lashley is getting pushed as a babyface of this feud, as the babyface.
I don't know. It makes absolutely no sense. They started doing it 2 weeks ago, and it was stupid. Just like we said too, they just didn't have the Hurt Business come out to help him when he was getting ganged up on. They have no direction on that show.
They don't. I just wanted to bring that up because that's ridiculous. I just don't get it. Next up, we've got this one might be the first one we were split on. It might be. I don't know yet. But Bianca versus the Young Bucks.
Oh God, did they do Bianca wrong? I want to say the Young Bucks just because again they fought weekly. I'm gonna stick with the Young Bucks. That fucking Becky thing, man. I'm big time Beck's ruined that title reign for me.
That's the reason I didn't put her on here. Like I explained in chat, they killed Becky for me. Like, she as a person is still great. Follow her on social media. She's fun. She's a great mom. But like I pointed out in our chat, she has, ever since she beat Ronda Rousey in Charlotte, every single day that she's been an active wrestler, she has held a championship. That's too much.
That's crazy.
That's way too much.
Yeah, that is.
So, and Bianca, I don't know if it's they need more black people in the writing room or if they need less of what they have, but they're very bad at booking face champions who are black, and Bianca, as great as she is, suffered from that. So,
yep.
Next,
but at least with her, we'll get the chase again, though, so that'll be good.
That's true. That's true. Maybe her second ring will be better.
Yeah,
especially with like talent like Toni Storm and fucking Xia Li there. Anyway, last up for the first round, we've got this one. I think we're definitely gonna be split on Roman Reigns versus Miro. Who have you got?
I'm not doing this to be a dick, but I'm going to say Miro just because his felt fresher and exciting. I know the problem with Roman Reigns is who's going to take the belt off of him. So it's cool. He's doing awesome work, but who are they going to do the belt with? Miro, it was cool. He was a beast. He reinvented himself, and I liked it a lot.
All right. I was clearly wrong. We agree. I completely agree. Mira. First of all, I love, like you pointed out all the details of Miro's reigns, like the seven mountains, and like someone took time and wrote this out. This was a very creative title reign.
Yeah.
Even what I think was the worst, I don't want to say worst because it makes it sound like it's bad, but even like the part of the reign that I didn't like as much with what's his name, the masked wrestler that everyone likes on Dark, um Soul. He's friends with Sammy G. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Fuego. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think that was probably like the lesser part of the reign I didn't like, but even that was still good. It still followed some storyline rules you should follow.
Hmm.
Roman is doing S-class work, 100%. Can't ask more from him, but I think they overdo him. And like you said, who's gonna beat him? If it's not Brock, if it's not the Prince, then who?
Exactly.
So Roman's doing too good of a job. Maybe that's what it is.
Right.
Yeah. Round 2, we're gonna go ahead. Bobby Lashley versus Sheamus. Who did better this year?
Okay. Bobby fought too, but I got to say, Sheamus's matches were just, they were really something this year.
I I believe as US champion, and correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, I think Sheamus only defended it twice. Once against Umberto, and then second time against Damian Priest. I know he had like a lot of matches with Ricochet and Umberto, but I don't think they were defenses.
That is true.
If I mean not that I don't know if you want to take that into consideration. Like you're right. He had great matches and he's a damn good like heel. Um, I'm willing to say Sheamus too, though. I I can, I can hear Doc screaming in my head. What?
Bobby did feel like a champ though. So they did do a good job with Bobby as a champion. I really did like his title reign, and I'm glad Biggie got it, but it was also kind of sad too to see Bobby lose the belt.
Yeah, like from back when he was like his original run, his initial run with the company. This was the title reign I think we all thought he would have back then. So they did a great job with him. But I think Sheamus was more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sheamus makes it to the semis.
All right.
Next up, RK Bro versus Deonna Purrazzo.
Deonna. The body of work, the resume that she built this year, can't touch that.
Yeah. Agreed. RK Bro's fun, but Deonna, she might have been the biggest mistake they made. Well, I guess Adam Cole, or I don't know. Depending when she get released, 2020 or 2021.
I think 20. Oh, shit, I don't know.
Oh, I mean, she was a big mistake. They screwed up letting her go. They did not use her correctly. And she's killing it.
Yeah, she is.
Like I can't go online without seeing something she's done. And didn't you say she's fighting Roxy for like a winner takes all title match?
Well,
I think she challenged Roxy. Yeah.
I can't remember. I know exactly what you're talking about because I remember saying it. It's somewhere. I thought it's at like, I don't know if it's at Terminus or what, but it's at something coming up.
Okay. And I know Deonna also, because I think she's also she's the Reina champion. So that's the one. That's what she's putting on the line. But then she's also going against Mickie James, so she might put up 2 titles on the line. Who knows? But we'll see. It should be a good match. She might be a 3-time champion if she gets the ROH championship. So
yeah.
And next up, we've got the Lucha Bros versus the Belt Collector. Who have you got?
Oh, this is tough. I'll say Kenny. Just it felt like a big storyline.
Agreed. And the Lucha Bros are still young in their reign, youngish. I don't think they've had a rivalry outside of FTR. Did they ever fight Proud and Powerful?
I don't think they did. No.
Yeah, that was a weird storyline because they were supposed to, but I guess it just never happened. But yeah, I think Kenny. Give it to Kenny. I don't like how his endings were. He gave up AAA title, and I forgot what the other thing was. I guess losing to Christian, but
But that was the thing too that we discussed too when we were watching that AAA is like that was a Tony Khan decision. It was clearly the wrong decision in the end. So
yeah,
should have just lost and would have been fine.
yeah, he just lost to Christian. That makes perfect sense. He's not mentally there.
Yep.
But Kenny moves on. I saw that coming. Kenny's there. Um, Next up, we've got the Young Bucks versus Miro. I'm going to start off and say my vote goes to Mira.
I agree. That was the best. Well, I don't say the best. There's been other good TNT champs, but I mean, like that's a memorable one.
Yeah. And I didn't think I'd like religion in pro wrestling, but he played it so well. He did an amazing job.
He's still doing it. He's just like smack talking his god. Like I worship you, but you're gonna fucking take this from me. This verbal abuse.
Oh god. And I don't think I ever thought I'd like him this much without Lana. Like at one point I thought Lana was a necessary part of him, but he's making it work.
Yep. I think we're getting her soon.
Yeah. All right. Next up, just so I don't forget them because they disappeared on my board. Kenny Omega versus Miro. Who have you got?
Kenny, but that would have been a good feud. Kenny actually should have collected that belt too.
Oh, that would have been cool. I would like that. Yeah. I mean, I think Miro might be my favorite. I think I enjoyed watching them more than Kenny, but the level of that storyline, like we're always gonna say it could be done better, but it was still a huge storyline.
Yeah. Yeah, they still did it.
Yeah. Now just do it with the women.
Yeah.
And on the other side, we've got Sheamus versus Diana. Who have you got?
I got Deanna because I'm very much looking forward to seeing her and Mickey James this month. I know I'll like what Sheamus does this week, but I mean, I don't know. I picked Deanna.
Agreed. Yeah, Diana is top of the world, elite tier right now. So
Yep.
yeah, and that leads us to you can't see them, but they're there. Kenny versus Diana, who was the champion of 2021.
Oh, this is tough, man.
It is.
This is tough.
On one hand,
Go ahead, man.
you've got Diana literally proving her worth, working her way up, and not taking the easy route of going to AEW. Because I think there's some risk going to Impact. It's not as big as the others. Uh, just taking over, forcing herself into the top tier versus Kenny, answering the critics, becoming the best bout machine, showing up every day to work, injured, multiple injuries, I believe, and being a cocky little shit of a heel. Like you hated him. So it's tough.
Man, you could almost flip a coin.
You could. Do you? I'll say we can only do this for 2 awards this entire season. If you want to use one of them here, we can. Do you think that they both deserve it? Or do you think, is there any way that one of them might have edged out the other?
I kind of think they both deserve it because, like you said, it was a huge storyline. They actually did it, but you look at how much work Deanna put in, and she kind of did the same thing, just on almost a different scale with Impact and AAA and everything else. And I mean, that's her. That's her doing it all by herself.
It is. Um, I'm willing to say they both deserve it. Um,
Do you have another award that you think should have the dual win?
Maybe match of the year.
Okay.
Maybe there'll be a match that we just can't agree on. but I can't think of anything else right now. So I think everything
Okay,
else might be. Yeah, I'm willing to give it to this one if you. All right,
I'm good.
we agree. The 2021 Best Champions of the Year is co-shared by Kenny Omega and Deonna Purrazzo. Damn good year from both of them. Kenny get some rest. Deonna keep on moving up. And that was the West Coast Poppies for this week.
Nice. All right. Let us know in the chat. So you pick for those awards and who you think is top champion of the year. We want to hear from you. It is that time for promo school today, since we are doing end of the year stuff. Just a small discussion. Who do you think possibly could? Do you have an award for promo of the year?
I will. I haven't gone through them yet, but it's one of the planned ones.
Okay, we'll save that, and then let's just go into maybe a prediction. Then, who do you think is going to just light it up promo style this school or promo style this year in 2022? And who do you think desperately needs to?
Desperately needs to is Hook, because his stock is so fucking high that if he goes on the mic and he just gives like a well, I know I'm better than you. I think I get. I mean, excuse me for saying this, but like he is already such a high bar. He needs to match that. If he does, it's not gonna work. So he desperately needs to hit the fucking mic and practice.
That's true. He was great in No Way Home, so hopefully when he gets to the mic in AEW, he'll.
It's so weird how they book him like he's a big man, and he's like compared to Bear, what's his name, Reed or whatever, Bear Bronson.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was a weird booking, but they booked him like he was fucking King Kong Bundy.
I know. That's again another thing that you got to watch out in AEW, because now Bear Bronson, I know he's part of a tag team, but I mean they could Viking Raiders them
right
by doing stuff like this.
Exactly. Who else? Jungle Boy. I don't think I've seen. I don't think I've seen his promo yet. That's wowed me, or if I have, I've forgotten it. So that's not a good sign.
True. He is getting better on the mic though. He seems to not be trying to remember stuff now.
That's good. I don't know if you were. This is the dumbest idea I've ever come up with for AEW, but I don't know if you remember. I said that I wanted to steal Chris Jericho's idea of like a match where Tony Khan comes out and is like, I have all the money in the world. If you win this match, you can have literally anything, and you could like wish for like to just be champion if you want. The champion automatically loses it, or you could wish for whatever the fuck you want. And I wanted Jungle Boy to wish for the ability to talk. I would have loved that.
Works so well for Hornswoggle.
Oh, that's fucking, I forgot they did that. Oh god, terrible.
I'm gonna go kind of out of left field here. I think who desperately needs it is Big Time Bex. She is doing very generic, and I don't want to say easy, but very predictable stuff with her opponents. I just say that because if you are going to be Big Time Bex, please deliver on that. And she had such great stuff. Trying to think, there's one where she just totally like annihilated someone on the mic back when she was the man. But I want to go back to that. That's the kind of stuff that made her be compared to Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I really want better from Big Time Bex, because when she was compared to Stone Cold, she was on fire.
Do you think? I don't think we're ever going to see that again, because that Bex, that was a fun Becky to watch. Like I wanted to watch wrestling just for that. Her promos were killing it. Seeing her disrespect Charlotte every week was amazing. But I think that came out of hunger. I think that literally came out of her knowing that she was the least respected, and at the time Bayley was pretty fucking low respected back then. Member of the Four Horsewomen. Now she's like at the top of the game. I don't think she's hungry anymore. I don't think she's gonna dig down into that anymore.
That's true. I mean, if she's gonna be a champ every day, then I guess why do you need to be?
Exactly. Who else is there? As Britt Baker, as amazing as she is, she's amazing on the mic. but has she had that one promo that like years from now you're gonna YouTube randomly because it was that damn good?
No, she does very clever quips, and that's about all the time they give her. They I honestly thought we were going to get one hell of a promo after she won the championship, but instead we got a hamburger party.
That was so stupid. Oh yeah, I would love to just give her. I don't even want Rebel Reba. What's her real name? I ask this every like 3 months.
I have no idea.
I don't want her sidekicks out there. I want her out there. Give her a hard cam or give her a camera to just stare into and give her a promo and just tell her that this needs to be like your selling point. Like I want you to give a promo that people are going to look back on.
Yeah, I agree. I also want to say that I think smaller promotions, people in there should watch how they do their promos, because I love MLW, loved Ring of Honor, but people do very generic promos. So I think if you need to stand out, that's kind of where you can stand out.
As you say that, I think I don't know how I'll ever see it because I don't watch MLW, but I talked about how I'm not a fan of Alex Hammerstone because of that Battle Riot where he wore the Hulk Hogan gear.
He still does.
That's stupid. I would love to see a promo where he tries to convince people like me to watch it. He's the champion. I want to see him convince me to give MLW a try.
That's a good fucking idea. That is one hell of an idea. I would love that. If someone just came on the show, if he did that on MLW, I'd be like, you guys need to check this out. That is a very smart idea for someone to do.
Yeah, because they're at the cusp of greatness, but they're not crossing the finish line.
Yep. Let us know in the chats who you think needs to step up their game in 2022 with a promo. Love to hear from you. I know there's some people we're not thinking of. Also, too, since we talked about her, Dana Brooke, she needs to freshen her approach up as well. So we're not like, oh, 24/7 champion Dana Brooke.
I think she's. I hate to do this because Corey Graves made talking about her in any way feel awful, but I think she's stuck there. It's Vince.
It's funny. Triple H knew what to do with her in NXT.
Yeah, and they called her up way too early.
Yep. All right. Well, that is it. That is promo school. That is the episode. That's episode 89.
It is.
Any last words, Eric?
Make sure you subscribe. Please subscribe because it helps us grow. It helps us dedicate more time to the channel, more subscribers. And you'll get to catch Zach doing his amazing Rampage stream. I try to jump in anytime I can because it's fun, and he always has some cool stuff to show off during the commercials. I honestly think that we shouldn't even call it a Rampage stream anymore. Do you remember WWE used to do like a second screen experience where during the commercials you sign into the WWE app and then you could like either watch the match or you see something backstage. That's how the New Day got popular. I feel like you are a companion stream to Rampage because during the commercials you are just entertained to watch as the actual show.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I will not be doing a Rampage stream this week.
So go ahead and unsubscribe this week. Just come back next week.
I got plans Wednesday and Friday, so I can't New Year's stuff, but thank you for everyone who checked it out last night. That was really cool to spend Christmas with you. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming on. We got some more videos we're all working on, and we're trying to plan something very, very fun and big for the Royal Rumble, so stay tuned for that. I'll be working on that in the next week.
That's right. Also check out, let's see, where am I? Here, directly up here. Wasting Time with You live on Twitch. I just did episode 2 where we talked about what was it? Someone talked about, is it weird that an adult is having a text conversation with an 8-year-old who's not his child? We talked about is it weird? What else was there? Someone was shy and they wanted to make more friends. Oh, you might like this one. Someone asked, is it appropriate for me to dump my girlfriend because she doesn't like the Green Goblin in the Spider-Man movies?
Oh man, my response to that, I'm just gonna quote Willem Dafoe as he became the Green Goblin. That is awesome. When do you do it live on Twitch? Just so the people know.
Every Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And I might just upload the first hour on this channel. But if you want to see it live, if you want to ask questions live, then check it out on Twitch. Wasting Time with You live.
Nice. Keep him busy, Eric. Love it. That is episode 89. Knock, we wish you were here. Come back. Quit your job.
Exactly. Subscribe.
There's plenty of hosting on the streets. Yeah, please do. All right, that is it. Thanks for joining, everyone. We really appreciate it. Eric, where can they find us?
Oh, damn, this is the first time. They can find us walking up to the YouTube arena, the stadium, whatever they call it, and asking them, hey, you guys got any spare benches, any spare chairs? We'd love to live here so we can focus on our YouTube career. We quit our jobs so we can work for you. That's where you can find us. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Be excellent to each other. Namaste.